Do you know what I was thinking before I came on here? I was like, I think I might try not saying welcome back to my channel. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my room. This is where I've got my most precious things, including my jewellery. I have some new pieces. It's been a long time since I talked about this, so I thought we could go through some of my jewellery together. Very cosy, comfy today. I've brought my little camera out with my mic, which is very exciting. Some of my jewellery has stories, some of it not so much, but I thought we'll just go through. I'm going to share some places that I think are brilliant. I think that's maybe like the key thing that I'll talk about today. I think we should start with rings, and I'll go through everything I've got on me first. But in the background, I organised my jewellery for the first time in a long time before we moved to this house, and it all lives in my little vanity, which I really like. I wear my favourite stuff pretty much every day, and then I keep some of my stuff safe in there. We'll start with this hand. First off, we've got my engagement ring, my wedding ring, and then this ring that sits on top. This ring that was on top is from Liberty, and this is actually a present from Jack for I think a birthday or a Christmas. But I put it on top of my stack to keep my rings on. They started falling off. My fingers got a little bit skinnier. I lost a bit of weight and I've gained most of it back now. So I actually think that this is now stuck on. These were just, they fall off too much and I don't want to get them resized. So I just put this on top to keep it there. My engagement ring was picked by the man himself, and it's from Digby and Iona in Brooklyn. I love it so much. I know it's a salt and pepper diamond with diamonds either side. And then this guy here is my wedding band. I was really excited to get a bad bougie wedding band. So that was actually made by, I'm going to call him our family jeweler. He is the dad of one of my great friends. He's fantastic and he made the wedding band. And then I used to wear rings on every finger, but I don't tend to as much anymore. Here we've got my aura ring, which I am absolutely obsessed with. I cannot believe that we've got these like wearable data things. I mean, that's terrifying, isn't it? It's not probably ideal, but I really, really like my aura ring. I am not obsessed with it to the point where it's making me ill if I get a bad sleep, but I love looking at my sleep every day. It's also amazing for cycle tracking. I'll link the exact one I've got below, but I know it's like the newest generation, and I got silver because I was reading about it and the gold is so much more expensive, but it's essentially, apparently it's the same metal. So they call it pink tax because the girlies want to wear gold all the time. So they just made it 150 quid dearer. And I was like, no. But I like mixing my metals more now than ever. So I really like my ring. And then actually I saw Cara, one of my best friends, stack a diamond ring on top of her aura ring. And I was like, yeah, that's stunning. So that's what I do. Moving on to my other hand, I have my thumb ring, which I got in Sri Lanka. All the gold jewellery, apart from one ring, is solid gold. I think it's all either like 9 carat, 14 carat, 18 carat, I don't really know. But I got this in Sri Lanka. I love to buy real jewellery when I'm travelling because it's like memories that I can carry around with me, and I do remember where I get everything. On this finger, I have one of my newer rings, this one here, which I absolutely love. This is a vintage piece of jewellery from a website in Edinburgh called From Edinburgh with Love. I'll link them, go and have a look. It's all like one of a kind vintage jewellery, but this has loads of different stones in it, like garnet. I think we've got amethyst, and apparently that could have been like a family birthstone ring. So say someone had like 4 kids, maybe there's a husband in there, but I love it so much. Then we've got my Cartier Cartier love ring that Jack also got me as a present, and then I've got another diamond band. These diamond bands are from New Top, guys. I'm absolutely devastated. New Top's closed. I don't know why. I hope Jane's okay, because Jane's the owner, and if any of you have been, and I know that quite a lot of you, if you've travelled to New York, have gone, if any of you have been before, we're all in mourning because it was the best jewellery shop ever. And actually, whenever I look down and I see my New Top bits of jewellery, I have a grief in my chest. I text Jane asking if she was okay, and her number's gone, so I just hope she's okay. Guys, it's Jamie from the future. I totally forgot to talk about these 2 rings, so I'm using Juno as a background. The lips ring is by Solange. It's the coolest ring ever, and it is high end but not solid gold, so it's I'm obsessed. It's one of my favourite rings. And then underneath that you'll see the little evil eye. Sorry, Jack's spreading his toast in the background. That's also from New Top. RIP. My wrist jewellery has changed a lot. I used to have, I had like 2 Cartier bracelets. I flipping lost one. I had 3 at one point. I lost one, and then the other 2, one started to fall off, so I have it to like get repaired. And then I've got another thinner one that was opening as well itself, so they need to get repaired. And then I actually think I'm going to sell them. I don't know, I guess just tastes have changed. I say tastes have changed. There are other expensive bracelets that I would love, but I'm bare on one hand. I might change because I do miss them. And then on my other hand, I've got my Rolex. This has got a nice story behind it, but it's vintage. It's a vintage Rolex. I think it's 1995. Have no idea what model, but I love it and I've had it for a really long time. It's pretty scraped up because I wear it all the time. It's got a lot of good memories. Moving on to my other bracelets. So 3 of these welded bracelets from a business in Glasgow who I love called B51. They've got their own store that you can go and get your welded bracelets. They do not tarnish. I don't remember what kind of metal it is. These 3 are all from B51 and they actually come in to the Glasgow store. They're coming to the Glasgow store again, but they've come every pop-up and they do welded bracelets in the shop. We are like family friends now. I love how it adds to a stack, and you can get anklets, necklaces, bracelets, and I think they're always exploring other things to do. Now, this bracelet here is a bit bent. I need to get that fixed, but that's Annoushka, and it was also a present from Jack. I love it so much. Annoushka is a brand I really, really love. Jack has bought me quite a few presents from them over the years, including one really special one, but because I lost the bracelet, I'm terrified of losing more, so I've taken quite a lot of them off. But this is actually a charm bracelet. I don't have any charms on it just now though. And then this is a crystal bracelet because I'm a hippie. Jack and I both got one actually, but he's taken his off. I think we got it from Mallorca. So as far as my bracelet stacks go, they've changed quite a lot. Let's move on to necklaces. This little Osmo screen is about this size. It's tiny, so I can't really see what I'm doing. I wear quite a lot of necklaces, and actually I used to only wear 3 and now I've got 5 on. We'll start with this one. Quite a lot of my chains are new top. They were so great for getting different chains. And on here I've got loads of different charms. So I've got a little charm here that says "Dash you mummy," which is what Romy used to say when she was a wee tiny baby. It was a Mother's Day present and it's from Monica Vinader. I love it. Then I've got my little Annoushka Cancerian Charm, which Jack got me as a present. I've got my Romy, which you can get other jewellers and other websites online that do stuff like this. I think one of them is called Ottenberg, but this was actually made by our family friend jeweller. And then this is so cute. So Astrid and Miyu have brought out charms and they're really sweet. I've got a little horseshoe. Got luck with me all the time. And then moving up, we've got my Anina Bing gold chain necklace. I don't think they do fine jewellery anymore, but I love this chain. This was also a gift from Jack. Quite a lot of these are presents from Jack. He's quite good. Then moving up, we've got a little skinny chain, and this has a Herkimer diamond on it. This is one of my favourite necklaces of all time, and it's actually one of the lesser expensive ones considering, but this is a crystal, so it's called a Herkimer diamond. Very spiritual, very, very, very powerful, and it's from a website called She's Lost Control, also a gift from Jack. I have my little evil eye that was also from New Top. I'll do this one last because this is funny. Up here I've got my Astrid and Miyu chain, so they've got like big charm chains which are really cool. The charm on here is a Annoushka charm that's engraved with 2023, and that is the year that Romy was born. Very precious year to me, something to mark the occasion of us becoming parents. And then this one's really funny. So I got served an Instagram advert for this necklace, and it's from a brand called Cadena. It was like £70 and I got served an advert. It's like non-tarnishable, inspired by vintage jewellery. I think this one's inspired by a vintage Bulgari necklace that Bella Hadid wore. But I loved the way it looked, and then one of the selling points were it attracts men because it's the little bit of red and it makes them nuts. I love it so much. My friends were like, "Oh, I've seen that advert, that's so nice." And then I saw another friend that was like, "Oh yeah, that's the necklace to attract men to you." And I was like, so just be warned, if you get it, everyone will think you're thirsty as hell, which I was absolutely mortified by. I would say it's actually working on Jack though. For my ears, I'll zoom the mic in and I'll show you all the earrings. I'll be honest, I can't remember where they're all from, but there's like 3 places that they'll be from. This is my ear stack, and I'm going to stay here in case you want to screenshot it. I'm having problems with these 2 piercings. I got them pierced at Maria Tash. Piercer was great, that's fine, but because they're right there, they get bashed, and I've not done my trick that I used to do for healing them, so it's been months and they're still not healed. I have quite a lot going on. I've got piercings the whole way up my ear. I have to say one of my favourite ever piercings is actually up here. That'll be my next one. I'll get this one done here. These earrings are quite heavy, so they're pulling my ear down. This paperclip earring is from Annoushka Co. I remember that. These two are Maria Tash. I think that one's Ashta de Miu, so are these. I know that my star and the one inside my conch is Maria Tash. And then these two are Ashta de Miu as well. Ashta de Miu is such a great brand for that slightly more affordable piercings that look super similar. I still love Maria Tash, I really do, but that's why my ear's still a bit fucking red. I don't know what's happening. As far as more to do here, I actually think that that's quite good. I think I'm maybe finished for this year, apart from maybe I could do like one there and one there just to fill it up. But I really love it. Mostly healed, like I said, apart from these two, which just keep on getting fucking infected. On this side, I've got a lot less, but I really love them. These are heavy. They're pulling my ear right down. I'm going to end up with a big stretched ear. Pretty much Ashta de Miu, Ashta de Miu. These are both new piercings from Ashta de Miu that are solid gold. Really, really, really love them. Up there, that's Ashta de Miu, and then that little tiny one I'm sure is Maria Tash. If there are any in particular that you want to know where they're from, ask and I'll really try and find out. But like I said, for piercings for ears, I'll list everything that I can. I feel like I could do maybe a little bit more curation with my ear. I actually think I prefer this ear to this one just now, but I do like all the plain hoops. I think if I had proper jazzy ones the whole way down my ear, it might be just too much, you know? It might just actually just be too much. For my big hoops, I know that these were a present. Quite a lot of the presents that I've had for my hoops, they're so heavy. Because look, my wee ears are okay. They're not dragged to bits. Maybe I'll have to get some kind of plastic surgery to reinforce them. For hoops and the kind of larger earrings, I don't have like fancy pairs that much at all. Some of them have been presents, which is really nice. None of them like, so they're not solid gold or anything, but they might just be like slightly more upmarket. Often they've been from Net-a-Porter. So looking at Net-a-Porter for kind of more interesting shapes, because these are really gorgeous. I do love them. But I will wear anything in my ears. There's a couple of pairs that I get from just like the high street that are just big chunky hoops that I love because they always get a bit tarnished and I always kind of lose them, so I don't really want to invest in super spenny ones. I'll always forget about my face. So I've got my lip piercing. This was done so long ago and I got my little bar and I've not changed it since. I've not had it out. I don't know if I can get it out. If it was to fall out, I don't know what I would do because I can't even, if it fell out or I swallowed it or something, I don't have a spare. But I do think I remember that the brand that you can get piercings like this for your lip is BVLA. They do like the little small bars. I'll actually do some research as well and try and find, because I do get asked quite a lot and I'm like, I don't know, I can't remember, but I think it's BVLA. And then my nose ring is Maria Tash and it was my wedding nose ring. It was all diamonds and I love it so much. Whenever it falls out, I always freak out because sometimes it falls out. It only ever really falls out if I've got a cold and I'm like blowing my nose and stuff. But the other day I was in Aberdeen in a hotel and I woke up and it wasn't there and I was like, I've got no idea where this is going to be. It was in the bed. It was easily found. So there's been a few hairy occasions where I've nearly lost it, but I love it. It makes me happy every day. Highly recommend. Right, let's get this. Oh, I love it. This is so fun. Oh my God, I've just outed myself. We came home from the office today and I'd been glam and I'd got so much stuff done and then I just changed straight into my joggies as soon as I got home. It's like the nicest feeling ever. I saw an interview with Nara Smith saying that she doesn't own one pair of joggies. I was like, why not? That's insane. Technically not jewellery, but it feels like jewellery to me because it's always attached to me. This bottle, I posted it and so many people were like, oh my God, the new Vive bottle. It's not Vive, it's Frank Green and I love it. So much better than a Stanley, if anyone's still drinking out of Stanley. Flip cup, totally leak proof. It's like ceramic and then even the straw, it's like a stainless steel straw. It's the best water bottle and I drink so much water now because I'm carrying this around. In my Stanley I stopped using it because it kept on spilling. I'll link this for you as well just because it is the best. It's the best cup. Organisation is from a company called Stackers. It is absolutely gorgeous. I wouldn't change a thing about it. I think that the best way for me to show you this is actually to turn the camera around and hold it and go over it all. But for extra special things, I'll just take it out and show you. Oh, I've got so many nice things in here. This makes me so happy and see just knowing it's just sitting there and it's so beautiful. These were my wedding hoops, I don't wear them because they've got a butterfly clasp and I'm terrified of losing these because these are solid gold with diamonds and there's no flipping way that I'm going to lose it. So I've been saying for so long that I want to get them turned into something else, but I love them. And then Jack got me a charm with the same design. That was my push present. He actually got me the exact same thing for my wedding present and I lost it and I cried and cried. I'm not usually like that. I understand that we lose things and it comes and goes, it's energy. I try my best to look after my things. I'm very, very grateful, but sometimes things leave us. But when I lost that charm, I cried and cried and cried. I think that's probably why Jack got me it again. Where are all my rings? Oh, cute, look. Because I organised everything, I had some vintage heirloom jewellery that I got from my great granny and it's all safe in here, which makes me really happy. So that's like a gold locket with a picture of my great granddad inside. I was lucky enough to know my great granddad. He passed away when I was 11. We had loads of time together and he was so cool, and he had a hedge out the front of his house that he shaped into a duck, and that is one of my like biggest memories. And their garden went onto a burn, like a really small river. I can't open that. I mean, I don't think I would show you my great granddad if I'm honest, guys. Love you, but boundaries are important. Where are all my rings? For everyone that was asking for a jewellery update, I'm guessing that you were going to be talking, you mostly meant what I wore day to day, not the stuff that I've got squirreled away. Any of the rings that you've seen me wear before, I still have, but I'm just not wearing them. Does that make sense? I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to just show you a scan of this. So this is my jewellery. And if I pull out the drawers, this is how it looks, which is good. So I've got 3 drawers. The top is where I put like my most precious stuff. I've got loads of little charms, which I love. Some of these are really special as well, like that fleur-de-lis is from Rome. My little Playboy from New Top. The contrast between them is making me lol. And here I've got like my little cherub, that's also Annoushka, a gift from Jack. I've got a little Taurus for Romy, which I took off because it actually fell off. I think this little loop's really tiny. I wonder if I can zoom in a bit. There we go. Got my dragon necklace charm, which is from New Top. That is Ashton and Miyu. Loads of Ashton and Miyu initial necklaces. These hoops are so cool. These were a present from Huda, actually, Huda Beauty. And they are from Net-a-Porter. Lots of my little earrings. There's some Maria Tash in here. There's some Ashton and Miyu. My snake ring. I used to love that. I used to think it was so iconic. I still love it. That is from New Top too. I remember this is the Bailey Sarian collection. That one, I think it's All Saints actually. And then that's just costume jewellery. That is a amethyst ring that I got from my granny. I've got my Chanel drop earrings. I wanted these so much and I actually got someone to help me find them. I've got the little Christian Dior bracelet, that's just costume jewellery as well. I got slagged off for putting my Swiss Army knife in here, but this is precious to me, okay? My dad gave me it, I love it. My Apple Watch, which I think I'm going to sell because I've got my Aura ring now and I prefer it. I do not need notifications for every time someone messages me. Little Fendi hoops that Jack got me. And then up here, this is really cool. This is a gift from my mum. And this is like a little ceramic, I don't know, it's like the metal, the ceramics inside, and you drop the santal oil in the ceramic. So this whole drawer smells like santal. It's so nice. That was actually my wedding scent as well. Nice mems. And then we go down and it's kind of like a hodgepodge. So we've got loads of costume jewellery, not costume jewellery, but it didn't fit. Got my bracelet in there. Big mix of stuff. That is so cool. That is an Estee Lauder powder that they brought out in this limited edition case, which I am so inspired by it. I love it so much. That just feels like jewellery to me. I've got this, just in case you didn't know what side I was on. I'm on the right side. I'm sure this is what my engagement ring came in. This is the little hook that the girls used to get me in my wedding dress. Romy's little strawberry baubles that I really wanted to keep. She wore them and then she got sick of them, but they've just got good memories for me. First ever nice watch, which I bought myself after I think I got paid for a wedding or something, and I bought myself that. But just tons of costume jewellery. And then the same down here, really cute, some necklaces, but because I wear my necklaces all the time, I don't really have that many. But these little organisers are so good, and you should have seen my jewellery stuff before. It was absolutely insane. It was just everywhere. Even like all my really nice stuff was just getting lost. I'd never kept the boxes for things really, apart from the stuff that I might resell, but I never put it back in. So this is just nice and organised. And then what's really cool about this is you can have it just as one layer, so you don't need to get the whole thing together. You can take all the drawers apart and kind of build your own stack, I think. The last piercing that I've got that I've not talked about is my belly button. I still have my belly button pierced and I really love it. I can't imagine my tummy without it. And I just get these little cheap flat belly bars that are really cool on Amazon, because I used to always lose my belly bar. I bought a nice one once and I lost it, so I was like, I'm not doing that again. So I'll link them down below and I'll pop a wee thing on the screen just to show you what they're like, but they're really cool. I think they're a bit more grown up than a proper barbell, if that makes sense. And that's my jewellery. That is what I'm wearing. I feel like I've gone slightly more low-key. I do love it when I put the effort to put all my rings on, but this is like my day-to-day jewellery that I feel absolutely naked without. If there's any things that you've seen me wear that you want to know where it's from, just ask. Highly encourage treating yourself, asking for jewellery, because the sentimental kind of value of it is so special. There's so many pieces that I have got from Jack over the years that I just look at and I just love so much. Romy is obsessed. She's also a very lucky girl because she's going to inherit tons of nice jewellery one day. I hope that answered your questions. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you very soon. Goodbye. Oh, I need to do it here. Is there rubbish in the corner? Can you see that? Hey guys, it's me. Can you hear me? I look shattered. Baby. On this side, oh, this is my stranger danger side of my face. Are you still zoomed in? Oh shit, I just broke it. Oh no. Can you hear the water go down my throat because of the mic? This looks so gross.